take this little riff in G, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I could move it up to the chord of C, down, up, down, up. Hey friends, what's going on? This is David Potts with Song Notes, and I have a quick little warm-up exercise for you to sort of sink your teeth into today. And this is going to be using the technique of alternate strumming, as I understand it's called. And that's the idea of playing something and having your strumming, your picking hand, right? Your pick alternate between down strums and up strums, okay, with every single pluck you're doing. So an example of this, a simple example to get started with, is I could take this little riff in G, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I could move it up to the chord of C, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now this is a riff, I could play these same notes without doing this alternate strumming. I could just be like, okay, that's all down strums, and likewise, I actually have to think more about it when I do all down strumming. And that's really the point of what I'm trying to communicate here, is sometimes doing this alternate strumming is actually a more efficient way to play. Even though it might seem complicated because you're using these dreaded up strums, if you can get some practice with this, which is what this video is going to be aimed at, it's a great skill to have in your arsenal, because then what it can let you do is go between these sort of alternate strumming, lead riffs, right? And then add some full chord strumming. Making some mistakes here. Let's slow it down a little bit. So what's cool about this? Down, up, 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 down. Can take a while to get the hang of, but this is one where you can definitely get a little meditative groove. And again, it's just a really nice sort of muscle memory thing for you to develop with your picking hand. So in this video, check this out. I have this PDF made where I'm going to show you this 3-step exercise. And this is going to take that same concept and, combine basically these bass runs, right? With these chords. 4 measures, right? And if you combine them, one more time, little mistake. I'll keep that in there. But you get the idea. I was kind of rushing through that a little bit, but this is something where you can combine these little lead riffs with the strumming. And this is something I just find tremendously, again, valuable to practice. It's not necessarily a specific song I'm teaching you here, but this is the sort of thing that you could hear in lots of songs. And even if you're familiar with this little technique, and even if you simplify it here or there, it's just a great thing to know and keep in mind. So let's dive on into this PDF and into these riffs, and I'll sort of show you this step by step. And at the end of this, I have a backing track that I can put on, and you can basically play along with the chord progression that I'm playing in my backing track, and that'll let you practice like just the bass notes if you want, right? And then you can bring in the strumming if you want on top of my backing track. So that backing track is downloadable for my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for the membership there. It's really appreciated. And let me know if you like that backing track. You can practice some other stuff on it too. So let's get into this one. So first up, the first thing we want to look at is the actual bass note run itself. So 4 measures here. And the idea is it's 4 little phrases. The first phrase is just, right, on that 6th string, opened, 2nd to 3rd. Okay, let's worry about just the notes right now. I'll bring in the strumming in a second. Okay, And then we're going to go from 3rd fret, where we ended, to the 2nd fret of the 5th string to open, okay? And then basically the next 2 phrases are just repeating the phrases I just showed you, but they're going to be on the 5th and 4th string instead of the 6th and 5th string. So a nice little parody thing here. So basically, from the beginning, it would be open, 2nd, 3rd, 2, 3, 3rd, 2nd, open, 2, 3, oh, 2nd, 3rd, open, 2nd, 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, open, okay? So this tab is available in my PDF if you need to get it printed out and everything. But this is the thing we want to get comfortable with first. And let's worry about timing and strumming now. So strumming, again, it's always going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that would start like this. 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and then repeat. The tricky part about this at first maybe for you is getting that up strum on the 4 and count, right? That's happening just before the A minor, and it's happening just before the D. Because the reason why is we're jumping strings. We're going 3rd fret, so it's down, up, down, right? Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, but the hint there with the transition to that A minor and to the D is look at where your hands would be for the G major chord. Anyway, you're always going to have these 2 fingers where they need to be. Okay, that's the 2nd phrase, and then the 4th phrase is, this is taking the C shape, and it's basically playing the bassiest 2 notes, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, and you repeat the whole thing. Now, let's move ahead, and it'll become more clear, I think, with context. The next part is going to be just the strumming. Okay, so we have the lead part. Let's worry about just the strumming. So that's going to be bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up. A couple things here. For the bass note, I'm just playing literally the one bass note of the chord. I have a whole separate lesson on bass note strumming. It's really an essential technique I recommend checking out if you are in need of some overview there. Right? Now the rest of the up and down strums, we just want to do lighter brushes on those thinner strings, right? So it's bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you can be super light with these strums. You don't have to strum all the strings, okay? Keep that constant down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, that alternate strumming direction, that's going to be the constant through all of this. And then the final figure here is where we're gonna combine these all together. Okay, so basically take this really slow at first, right? And you want to make sure you have the riff under control. Okay, we're going to combine that with the strumming here. So check this out. It's going to sound like this. Miss the bass note. Okay, if I called out the strumming, it'd be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I messed up there. Let me start it again. I'll go even slower. Down, up, 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 down, up. Alright, so you get the idea there. And again, this is a little bit of something you'd want to spend time with as practice, right? This might sound a bit monotonous. It's the same 4 chords over and over again. It might not connect the dots with a song that you actually know. And, you know, playing songs you know and love can be a powerful way to learn guitar. But from the point of view of learning a technique, getting some exercise, some practice in, this is a great thing to work on. You know, take it slow. Admittedly, I made mistakes in there. I wanted to leave those in because it shows that I am for sure a mere mortal here. But commit, if you can, to this down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Even though sometimes you might want to cheat. If you commit to it, it sharpens a skill. It's basically, what popped into my mind right now is if you're a baseball pitcher and you're just like adding a pitch to your repertoire. You know, you want the fastball and the curveball and the slider. Just having those pitches in there, and you know, you might not like throwing the curveball, but it's like you got to have it in there sometimes because certain batters might not expect it, or it just might be advantageous for this reason or that. And the same way with these strumming techniques, okay? You don't always have to do this sort of thing, although there are lots of reasons you might want to, like thinking about the summer of '69. Actually, that's more like you're strumming in the direction of the next note, which is a similar concept, slightly different, where in that one you're always strumming in the direction of the next string you're going to play, which is related to this, but it's not the same thing. But again, I bring that up because that's like another pitch. That's like an off-speed pitch. You need to have that in your repertoire too. And this one, I just find when you're in the, you want to get that groove, that light touch strumming. It's just nice to have some experience doing this because your right hand is getting in that down-up groove. So I wanted to make this lesson for you. I hope this is helpful. Again, get the PDF on over at my website. All right, now to end this, what I want to do is put on the backing track that I made and show you how you could take this backing track and basically practice just the bass line riff. Right? This gives you something to practice against. It's at 110 beats per minute. And the cool thing about this too is if you pull up the G major pentatonic scale or just the G major scale using Fret Monster, you could have some fun. So I'm just going to put it on, play it for a few minutes and show you what that could sound like. Again, you can get this backing track over at my website and it's available for download for the Patreon members. Thank you guys very much for the membership. Really appreciate it. So let's get into this backing track. It's just G, A minor, C, and D over and over again. I added like a second guitar for layering in there and some drums in the middle, in the background to sort of give a sense of swell. All right, so let's check this out. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm going to play this out, and I'll see you all on the other side. Let's go. All right, here it is. 1, 2, 3. I'll mix it up in a bit. Way to end it and mess up at the end as it faded out. So that's the backing track there. Lots of fun. Check out fretmonster.net. This little riff right here I enjoyed playing today because it reminded me of my girl. You know, I don't need no money. I got the da-da-da. Whatever it is. Anyway, so thanks for watching, y'all. Check it out. Jamming backing tracks at my website. Patreon members, thank you. Fretmonster.net. Get the PDF for this lesson. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye.